Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Prison Architect. So, looks like our prison is in a pretty high danger situation or place. Could certainly be better, but you know what? It's actually going down according to that thing, and it is still going down. So let's actually go ahead and fast forward time, get things moving. Hopefully that's because our people are about to fill up their bellies with a lot of food. I don't know. Then the prisoners will be happy. This is actually a tip I got in one of the earlier videos. So I actually forget the name of the user who actually told me to do this, and I apologize for that. But I believe actually there is a way to I actually think we need to select the guard, then the person, and then bring them to the infirmary. I don't know. I'll need to reread that comment later on. But apparently there's actually a way to get the prisoners to go to the infirmary to be healed, rather than actually doing what I was doing before, and I'll do right now, because I'm pretty sure she'll be okay, where I send the doctors to them. Obviously, it would be much more wise to do it that other way than this. Oh, I just had her go to that location rather than going to the prisoner? That's pretty stupid. She's just like, hey guys, I'm just chilling with you. I hope you're enjoying your food. I'm enjoying spending time with you guys and stuff like that. I'm just a cool doctor chilling and stuff like that. But anyways, oh god, that dude got beat up bad. That's Felix Lee, the guy who I was saying looks like Samuel L. Jackson's character from Pulp Fiction. I hope he's okay. I don't want to lose him. He's such a styling man. We can't lose the most styling of all men. There he is. Let's actually even go ahead and see what his crimes are. Probably, I don't know, witnessed the shooting of a man in a cab. Or, well, it wasn't a cab. Witnessed the shooting of a guy's face being blown off. I don't know, working for like a mob boss. Attempted murder. Okay, that would make a lot of sense on him for his character, I suppose. But anyways, let's actually get back to work, obviously, with working on a lot of the things that we actually do need to work on. Oh, also, here's the big question. Which of these rooms was which? I don't remember which one I was gonna make the classroom and which one I was gonna make the workshop. Whatever. One thing we could actually do in the meantime, while I think which one I would rather put where, is that, I was informed by Super Daniel that, of course, the cookers, there's one cook per cooker, and right now we only have 2 of them, so he was saying we should go ahead and probably plan on adding some more of those, to make more efficient work out of, that extra staff that we have. If we build it like that, is it gonna get rid of that wall? I'm pretty sure it is. Well, that's a little bit unfortunate. I really hate how that whole building mechanic works. I mean, it makes a lot of sense, but it's also kind of annoying. We could do it the other way, where we just work with materials and just straight up build the wall, and then, excuse me, and then build the flooring on top of that afterwards, or after that. But we'll go ahead and do it this way. That means once that's all finished and these walls are destroyed, we're going to immediately... There was a death today? The guy in the solitary cell? Did he die from starvation? What happened there? I'll have to check that. Actually, let's check that out now, seeing as it is in fact paused. What happened to you, mister? 8-year multiple family wife. It wouldn't be an experience. I want to see how he died. Obviously, it wouldn't be a grading. Well, whatever. Apparently, we're not going to know that. Unless I'm just a complete idiot and don't know exactly how to do it. Escort prisoner to solitary. Because I right-clicked him? He probably just... No, he doesn't need to go to solitary. That's something that doesn't need to happen. Whatever. There's a they just moved him to solitary twice. Even though he's already in there. I don't know what the point of that was. He was probably injured and, like... bled out or something like that. I don't know what happened. Anyways, whatever. We need to go ahead and do what I was saying, and we need to build a wall right here. We want to get that wall built as soon as we possibly can, because otherwise the prisoners are very likely to sneak in here and start stealing stuff from this whole area. And of course, since we do not have a metal detector for the canteen, that would just be really bad for us, to say the least. So please go ahead and build all of those walls. Okay, good. That dude is actually working on it. We definitely want those walls fully built before the prisoners come in here for their next meal. That would be a very good thing for us. So now this place is complete. This one requires an entrance. I think the only reason I stopped was so I could actually make sense of the doors. One thing I will say, actually, I was told that I should actually just do basic doors for these two areas because it allows for more like mobility. People are able to walk in and out much more easily, and then we could just put metal detectors in front of them. Since I've already done the expense, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and keep with the prisoner doors, and I'll just have them locked open, you know? So we've gone that far with all that, and who knows, if a riot does happen in the future, then we could go ahead and do the force lockdown thing, and maybe that would end up working okay all in all. I think I wanted the classroom down there. I think. Because I would want the workshop more towards the center because of the fact that, ooh, but I don't think I'd want a back exit to the workshop. This is probably foolish, but maybe, I guess we'll put the workshop down there then. I really don't like how close it is to the edge of the map, but, who knows, maybe they won't be able to use tools to escape from back there. I think that's a really, really foolish thing to hope for. But I'm gonna hope for that, and this will be the classroom, right? Because like I said, I really don't want two exits because we definitely want, like I was just saying, and Super Daniel told me, we definitely want to put metal detectors for the exits to that place, and I don't want to put the expense of two of them because that also means I'd want to put one guard at each door, watching them and all that. So, you know what? That's gonna be the classroom. This is going to be the workshop. So that'll actually be kind of nice as well, I guess, in some regards, for when we start expanding downwards in 100,000 years once we finally get to that point. Because what that means, and our danger level is so low, that is freaking awesome. It is increasing, but nice to see that it doesn't have any bars. But eventually, when we do expand downwards, and like I was saying, it's gonna be like a million years before we do that, because we have all this to expand towards, we still have this whole area, and then who knows, maybe we'd actually want to go ahead and try expanding over here first, or maybe it would make more sense to expand up top more, maybe more to the left, or maybe it would work for the bottom. I think the ones that I would probably be most likely to do would either be the left side or the bottom side, though, of course. Because we have our main prison block already set up there, so I think it just makes a hell of a lot of sense to do it that way. So, now that that's done, let's go ahead and make that door locked open. We will, before the whole area is finished, we will actually go ahead and get that metal detector set up. So let's place you right there. We don't need any for the classrooms, I believe. Yeah, metal detector in front of workshop, as I was told. So I believe that the classroom should be perfectly safe. And in all honesty, what would they take from a classroom? Just, I don't know, a pencil? I mean, a pencil could be a very, very dangerous weapon in a prison for sure, so that would be pretty scary, but, you know, I don't think that would be, I think that would pretty much be, like, the least of our worries. So let's put power going right there. Power going right there as well, and I think that'll be a pretty good setup for those two rooms, at least for the beginning. So, what grants are we working on? Yeah, we still have the nutrition one, which I'm starting to think more and more might have been a really, really bad choice. Just because it's gonna take us forever to actually go ahead and, like, finish that stuff. Let's also go ahead and finish, or expand the kitchen. So it covers the rest of that room. That'll be super nice for that. I don't know when we'll put those cookers in. Probably makes a lot of sense to add those sooner rather than later. So, you know what, let's just go ahead and add 2 of them. I know that still means that there would be 4 cooks who are not going to be doing anything. Total waste for me to have bought so many of them, but, you know, whatever. It's perfectly fine. Mistakes were meant to be made. So we'll add 2 cookers going along up there. I believe, once again, yeah, as we see right there, the power connection only needs to, like, attach to one of them if they are all, like, sitting next to each other. So all of those should get powered. How is our thingamadoohickey doing? Still, like, a teeny bit below halfway, so don't really have to worry about power too much as of this current moment. And then, oh yeah, the other one was the long-term investment. That was probably a really big regret. We actually don't have any of the cell block. We don't have the cell block one going right now. That's kind of interesting. I think that's because I did the education reform program, because that gave us the most money immediately. But that's also going to take a lot to actually go ahead and finish, because having 15 prisoners pass the foundation education course and the general education course is going to take a very, very long time. Seriously. So, that light over there isn't quite powered, so let's actually go ahead and just add a little bit more to the utilities just going about over there. And then probably that one going over there will be enough for down there, I believe. I believe I'm falling in love, so that's a good thing for us. Then let's go ahead and start making these rooms, setting them up and all that. So, bada bing, bada boom. Where is the classrooms? How do I always forget where these things are? I swear, like, every time I open this thing up, it's like I've never seen it before. There we go! Because I just click it and I'm like, well, none of this looks familiar to me. What the door? Where's everything supposed to go? Then, the workshop, there it is, can go right about, there. Now, well, see? It'll be a good setup, see? And yeah, so... Also, one thing I would like to mention, the plus signs that we actually saw before for all the prisoners, of course now I'm totally gonna forget how to actually pull that kind of thing. Oh, it's just when you scroll over them, of course. The plus signs that actually show the needs for the characters, as I was informed by, TNT is cool and Super Daniel, the more plus signs is bad. So, it makes a lot of sense, and actually this is a good example of it, because see, as you could tell, the plus sign is only 1 for sleep, and that makes a lot of sense, because that guy is actually getting, sleep right now, as is a lot of the other prisoners. Now his bowels and his bladder, those things are in a bit more trouble. This guy especially might need to wake up in a bit to handle that. Everyone needs to take a dump. What is up with our prisoners? I mean, actually, I will say, first thing that, like, the average human being does in the morning is, yeah, they either take a dump and then follow it up with a shower or something like that, or vice versa. I'm not gonna judge on the flow of your daily scheme of things, of course. So, it makes a lot of sense that, them all getting their sleep would mean they might need to use the restroom in the morning, but still, I just like the build-up that we're seeing there. Hygiene is apparently pretty bad, too. Maybe we need... Should we... If that's a problem, maybe I actually should totally get more, like, cleaning staff. Granted, for 65 people, not including the members of our staff and this whole big prison, I do only have 2 janitors and then 2 gardeners. I don't think I need more than 2 gardeners, although there is a lot of, like, plant life growing on various, areas of the prison. You know what? Let's get 2... Well, that's 500 per, but it's only 50 per day. You know what? I'm fine with getting 2 more janitors and then one more gardener. Hopefully that'll be a good setup for that. We do have additional prisoners coming in 2 hours. That's gonna be 15 more. There's 15 of them that don't have cells, so I think it would... Oh, and nice! They did actually split up. That is so cool. That makes me really happy. I think it would actually probably be a smart choice to go ahead and close the prisoner intake for now. So, obviously we'll try to get to that as soon as possible, some ASAP. And actually we're pretty close to being able to accept a lot more prisoners, seeing as I totally didn't notice that all these rooms are practically set up. So you know what? We're going to go ahead and continue our flow of things by setting up more prison cells and stuff like that. To prepare for the incoming people and make extra space for the dudes that we already have. But actually, I will say, I think we are a lot closer to being able to turn that prison intake thing off again than I thought we were previously. So you know what? I was gonna say let's do cloning. But you know what? I think I'm actually gonna go against that. And I think we're actually going to refrain from using cloning as much as we can. Mainly because of the issue that I've mentioned various times before in the past now, that it's just really frustrating how, there isn't really too much room for additional cells down here. So I think what we'll go ahead and actually do is make a bunch more of these solitary. That's actually another thing that Super Daniel was very helpful in pointing out to me. And what I should have done for these ones, I actually forgot that we did have these cells up here. They didn't have doors, so they wouldn't have worked for this. But anyways, basically what Super Daniel was telling me that is you should use any empty cells that you have, when they are empty, of course, as nice, free, open, solitary cells. Just to like get the best use out of your prison and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and once again continue working on all this. I'll wait until the walls are built before doing utilities. But obviously, like I was just mentioning, we're going to definitely do utilities before focusing on anything else in regards to getting all those built, because I don't want a frickin' disaster like we have right here again. Oh, shoot! Actually, the utilities are already built. Okay. Yeah, and that's all we need. Okay, well, what that means then is let's actually go ahead and, are the wall... Yeah, the walls are still shown when we do it like that. That's awesome. Okay, let's actually go ahead and keep time going, because there isn't really much of a reason to have it paused then, as we'll go ahead and start, putting down all the things. Because like I was just mentioning, if the utilities is actually completely finished for that, then there isn't really much of a point not to go ahead and add the beds and stuff. There probably is a point to ignore the beds, though, because I don't know if we're going to be able to build all those walls if 2 beds are placed. So let's wait on the beds. That's probably a smart idea. And then in the meantime, we could also place down the jail doors that we need along the top area and all that. And all that jazz. Place you right there, and then the bed following it up, and then we'll put the door down a wee little bit later. We'll put the door down a little bit later, my good sir. Yes, I'm a leprechaun. Oh my god, I don't even know what I'm doing. I would like to emphasize that I am very Irish. So, if anyone can make fun of that kind of stuff, it's me. Because it's in my blood. It's in my blood, in my bones. My wife left me with nothing but my bones, as McCoy would say. So let's actually go ahead and add 2 more guards, mainly because I think, obviously this isn't going to be all that important until, we actually have, people going into these rooms, but I would like to have a guard, patrolling, or not patrolling, like, being stationed in the classroom, and I would like to have 1 guard, stationed by the workshop as well. And then actually I want to hire 1 more as well, because as always, I like to have a guard set for a patrol next to the metal detector in case anyone gets caught out and any of that stuff. So hopefully that'll be good. Hopefully getting 1 person for each of those will actually balance out with everything. That's one of the things that always worries me in this game. I don't know if it works that way. I don't know if it's one of those things when you have another patrol thing, that means you should get like 2 guards, so rather than 1, because it's one of those things where, of course, that guard is going to need to go on break every now and then. So the question is there going to be a guard to replace him when he's off that break? There are 5 available. So I think there should always be. But it's one of those things where we definitely need to actually, like, do a good job of considering how exactly we want to handle things. Guards gaining a fight up here. Our danger level is actually pretty high once again, which makes things a little bit worrisome. Beat him up! Beat him up! Yes! Petite has been made a foolish fool. I like how all their hands are up, especially with Petite down there. Oh, I thought he was knocked unconscious, so I thought he was like sleeping on the ground with his hands up in the air. But that actually makes a lot of sense. He was holding up his hands, being like, I surrender. Well, that's bad news, bears. Okay, time to go ahead and call the emergencies. Get the fire engine going, and then please come by as fast as possible. Because I don't really know if there's anything I could do about that. Let's, we don't need to call the riot police. And I don't think we need to do free fire as well. In the 18th video of this series, you guys were talking a lot about the free fire stuff, and it made me really happy. I like it when you guys are like getting into big discussions about everything in this game. But I gotta say, I'm a little bit confused about everything. So, how did that guy get something in though? Too, I have the metal detectors. That makes me so mad. Whatever. Okay, so the fire department should be here before. Okay, they are actually here now. I would like to select them. And this is gonna be a bit of a gamble, probably one that I shouldn't do. Can I not? Oh, okay, they are going down there. Awesome. I want to go ahead and let's move them down this way. There's a freaking wall there, so this almost certainly isn't going to work. But can you hose? Oh, they totally can! Oh, these are the greatest fire department people of all time! Okay, we've got one escapee today. Where did the person escape? Out there? How'd they get out there? Whoa, look at that huge thing. Hey, drugs were found! Drugs were found. That is really silly. It's showing up like way up in this corner too, apparently. That's gotta be a glitch. I don't know what's up with that. Whatever. Okay, well, it said the escapee like escaped way over here, at least according to what I could tell from the map. I don't think that's really all that true. You know, whatever. Let's get those guys out of there. They were very, very helpful. Sucks that a lot of the prison burnt down, but it actually looks like only the walls were destroyed. So obviously that means that's 4 cells that aren't going to be functional for us for a period. Oh, wait, did they burn their way out? I don't think so, because these walls weren't destroyed. I don't know how the prisoner got out. I'm bad at this game. I apologize. That's really all I could say about that. Is that dude dead? No, he's just unconscious, as are many of these guys. Were these walls destroyed? I really actually seriously can't tell. But anyways, let's, okay, yeah, those walls were destroyed, but they didn't destroy the fence. So, unless he climbed it, I'm not really sure how the dudes escaped. But, whatever, a guy got out. Of course, it does still matter, because, oh, no, I do not want a wall right there. That's where the door goes. It does still matter, because I need to know how the guy escaped so I can prevent it in the future, but it also kind of doesn't matter all that much. It's one of those Rafiki things. All that's in the past. You were the guy who burnt down the place, right? You tried to burn down our cell. Attack staff, serious injury, murder, attack prisoner, destruction. Yep. And an escape attempt. Okay, so this is the thing that I was told about before, where it says exactly what the people did. I think I just misunderstood, or I think I just didn't notice it because it's such small freaking text. Well, you know what? I don't like this man. So he's gonna get solitary for 24 hours. Sorry, Tom Dillon. I wish this was RimWorld and I could shoot you in your face, because honestly, I think I kind of would. I'm gonna. As that one song goes, I'm an asshole! Oh, come on, he's unconscious. He doesn't need to be helped. Just let him rot. He could suffer. Look at this guy Fiddler. He's just standing in front of the TV. He's like, you guys wanna watch the TV? Nope, you're not allowed. Do people really just stand in front of the TV when they watch it? That's kind of weird. What is that? Does that mean... Does that little thing mean that someone was possibly digging a hole to escape? Because if that's true, I don't like none of that nonsense. Okay, let's actually do the small pipes first, or small pipes to that area, because I'm pretty sure the prison is not going to continue expanding towards the left side, or at least this cell block, so there isn't really much of a point to expand in other ways, so that'll be good for that. We'll put down all the utilities down here. And then I think we could also go ahead and start adding those beds. That'll be a pretty good thing. We actually didn't lose all that much cash for that one escapee, so that's nice for us. Really, I hope... I mean, obviously $1,000 is a lot of money, but actually, really, for the funds, even like daily... Well, I don't know. $1,000 going daily to a prison might make a lot of sense. I don't know how much money those kind of facilities make on a daily basis. But personally, for one prisoner escaping, I would hope that a facility would be punished more than just like losing $1,000 for that day. I don't know. I feel like that'd be kind of strange. So let's go ahead and start adding stuff for the classroom. Obviously, office desk is a main thing. Yeah, so office desk must be for the teacher or professor or whatever. So we're gonna put that desk up there. We'll go ahead and give him a chair, and then we just need a bunch of school desks. And I believe 25 of them is required for beating that thing, right? Oh no, just 20. Okay. Well, that'll be nice then. Let's go ahead and put them down. Obviously, since I want to make things look symmetrical, this is gonna be like the dumbest setup ever, because that means I'm gonna be like having prisoners, like, sitting way over here, even though the teacher sits, like, right there. But whatever, that'll be perfectly fine. That'll be, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, of course. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that amount is 10. Let's just go ahead and actually do a second row then. And then that'll be perfectly good for the 20 that we need. Maybe I'll go ahead and add more later, but of course it's one of those things where I'm pretty sure for starters we're gonna have a hard enough time initially trying to get that all set up. I like how you need 20 desks for that piece of the grant when you could build the minimum size is 5 by 5. I find that kind of funny. Install school desk, too dangerous? Why is that too we got 2 escapes? Okay, how are people getting out? I need to see that. Is there like a hole in the wall somewhere? Because I am totally making a big old mistake if a bunch of people are getting out. It makes me think that someone must have dug a tunnel down here, maybe even when that fire started, because it looks like there's a full wall set up, you know? So who knows? Of course, we actually can't work on those because it's too dangerous as well. Let's go ahead and grab one of the dogs on patrol or whatever. Where are those? Where are them dogs? I need the dogs, the canine. Actually, that also brings up a funny thing that I wanted to mention that TNT is Cool actually said in the thumbnails for the series, which I made 100% myself. There's actually a canine officer holding a shotgun, and that was totally a mistake on my bad, because obviously canine officers are not capable of carrying shotguns in this game, which personally I like to think of as really funny in hindsight, because obviously I made that thumbnail when let's actually even go ahead and add another canine person. I made that thumbnail when I first started this series, and as you guys know, I knew virtually like nothing about the game when I first started. So I like to I think it's really funny because it kind of shows like how much of a freaking ding dong I was when I started this whole thing. Okay, is that like a hole? Sniff, dog. Sniff. Finds the escape routes and stuff like that. Apparently the dog doesn't want to do it for me, but you know what, whatever. Let's just keep on going. No, you. I want to control you. I want to control you, my good sir. Force you to do my bidding. All right, then we'll move him around that way. Still not detecting anything. So hopefully that means that this isn't, well, actually, no, I actually totally want to find where the prisoners are escaping. Because I need to know. Because I need to stop them from leaving. Okay, well, apparently this guy sucks. I think that calls for a shakedown. We're gonna do a shakedown. We already found all that stuff, so honestly, it probably makes sense that we should do a shakedown. It's been way too long since I did a shakedown anyways. And hopefully this will actually allow us to find something. I would assume it's gotta be them escaping via one of the cells, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe somewhere someone like cut the fence way off in this area. Like I mentioned before, it is like constantly showing us, or the map keeps bringing us over to this side whenever it says someone escaped. So I imagine it has to be related to the right side of the map, but I may actually be wrong. Oh my god, someone had like a whole freaking saw. That's pretty freaking intense. I'm glad we did this thing now then, even if it does make people mad. And our danger level is actually very low, so apparently this isn't going to be angering the people too much, or all that much. So anyways, especially since the episode is about coming to its finish, why don't I go ahead and go over the rest of the things that were said in the chat really quick. Use regular doors for classroom, I went over that. Oh yeah, apparently the Alpha 25 update is out. That's one thing I should say about Prison Architect. I really should watch, like, the developer, update videos, but unfortunately, I've been incredibly busy as of late, and with like, working, working on the excuse me, working on the channel and school, between that and schoolwork and stuff like that, I really have not had very much free time at all. So I honestly, for like information on the series and stuff like that, I really do kind of actually completely rely on you guys for help on stuff like that. So yeah, cool that the Alpha 25, or cool that Alpha 25 is out. And the reason why Super Daniel was informing me of that is that Super Daniel was being like, yo, the game gets a lot harder with this update. So as what was that dog's name? As the dog guy would say from Star Fox, good luck. Or like, good luck. I don't know, I probably can't do a good impersonation of him. I know, all I can think of is Pepe Le Pew, but that's that frickin' horny skunk from Looney Tunes, if I remember correctly. But yeah, we should build those extra solitary cells, especially since looking at it, there's so many people who should actually be placed in solitary right now, seeing how much we've found. Still haven't actually found an exit, so sucks to my Asmar, I suppose. We did actually get all those cells rebuilt, though, so that's nice. We won't make those solitary quite yet, because I would actually like to go ahead and place down the rest of these doors first, and of course those solitary doors are so frickin' expensive. We don't need to use solitary doors, but, you know, since they're a thing, I'd kind of prefer to use them whenever we can. So we'll mark all those down, and mark each one of those as individualized cells, so once the doors are placed, people will actually start being put into them, and yeah, that'll be a good setup for that. And then, last but not least, I was also told that suppression is actually not a bad thing in this game. It can very well be a bad thing, I should say. It's one of those things where you need to balance it out, because the more suppressed the prisoners, from what I understand, the more, like, stressed and... Whoa! Oh, those are visitors, right? Those are visitors? Oh, yes, that's a visitor. Okay, I thought those were prisoners, and I was about to freak out. I was like, where are you guys going? You're not really allowed to leave. I'm so mad we didn't find an exit. How are these guys getting out? From what I can tell, there shouldn't be any escape means, unless they're just sneaking out the front door somehow. But I don't see how that should be a possibility. Whatever, hopefully you guys know and could be like, yo, Brendan, you're being a complete idiot. Figure things out, bro! And give me some good advice and stuff like that. But yeah, going back to suppression, and I'll end the video on this note. Suppression is a balance thing, because it's one of those things, as I have been informed, where it of course makes your prisoners more upset and stuff like that, and increases the risk of danger, because they might want to rebel the more they are suppressed. But also it keeps them in order and makes sure that you're keeping a good run on controlling the prison, because if they aren't suppressed, then they're more then they're just gonna be running around willy-nilly doing whatever they please, while you're kind of like stuck in the dust being like, oh crap, these prisoners are making a mockery of this whole situation that we have running here. But anyways, I think that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, a comment, and or subscribing if you have not. I am the EggScrambledGamer, and I will see you all next time.